Yeah. That corner is really sunken down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour that leveling compound in here, but first I've got to prep the floor. Come on. Winter's coming. It's not here yet, but it's coming. Here in the high deserts, it's cold this morning. I've got a floor that's not doing well in the shop, and I will show you here in a second. I don't know if you can see this. It's 36, 37 degrees. It's chilly out. So my son, Lucky Little Devil, if you follow him on Instagram, Mr. Dude with a Face, look what he got. Lucky Little Devil got that handed down from his grandfather, and it was his grandfather's father's toolbox, and there are tools in there from his great-grandfather's father, so his great-great-grandfather. There's tools in there, which is super cool. I'm super jealous. You want to see my toolbox? That's my toolbox. One day though, I'm gonna get me a bigger one. But in the meantime, I had to find a space for it. So we cleared out a spot in the shop, right here in the corner. The one problem is, I'll show you. If I can get you down here. We'll get this stuff out of the way. When they poured this shop floor, they did a poor job. And I don't know if you can see that bubble there. It's all the way there on the left. See that bubble? That bubble needs to be more like right there, which leaves a 1-inch gap down here. This floor slopes off into the bottom there. Real crummy work. Poor workmanship. The seams where the two pads come together, there's a valley there. There's another valley on this other side. It's literally like a V. It's just like, really sucks. So what we're doing today is we're going to get this floor prepped, because I have bought this Quikrete FastSet self-leveling floor resurfacing, and we have another product here by Quikrete, the concrete bonding adhesive. So we're going to sweep the floor, we're going to vacuum it, we're going to wipe it down with a damp cloth, and we're going to get it ready to put this bonding adhesive down. I'm going to put 2 coats of the bonding adhesive down, and then in a couple of days I will mix up the leveling resurfacer, and we will get that down in hopes that we can get this surface level so that my son's beautiful toolbox hiding over there doesn't roll away over here. So let's get to doing some prep work. get used and cut up for rags around here. All right, that floor is as clean as I'm going to be able to get it. Got this little heater here. Not going to do much, but it'll help. I want to get that floor dry. If you've used any of these products before, let me know, in the comments below. I'd like to hear your thoughts, any tips that you might be able to give me, any warnings you might be able to give me as I get ready to put down this leveling compound. I've got to stop by the local home improvement store and pick up some aggregate. That corner is greater than 1.5 inch deep, so I'm going to have to add a little bit of aggregate to that from what the bag says to give it the strength that it needs. So off to the Home Depot I'll be going to today. And the truck bed camper, you want to see how it's coming along? Well, maybe we'll save that for another video. All right, perfect. We've got the floor dry. It's been swept, it's been vacuumed, it's been wiped down with a wet cloth just to get any small little particles. It's now dry. Now I'm going to start mixing up the concrete bonding adhesive. It recommends that I mix this 1 part bonding adhesive with 2 parts water, so we're going to mix that up and put that down. It prefers that you're at 50 degrees. It's probably about 47 or 48 degrees right now. We're not going to get too many more warm temperature days, so I need to just take the best of what I can. I'm going to do 1 layer of the floor prep today. I'm going to brush that on. We're going to let it dry. I'll do another one tomorrow, and then within the next few days I'm going to pick up some aggregate, and I'm going to get that self-leveling compound mixed up and on the floor, and hopefully it'll do what we want it to do. So let's start getting our mix going on. All right, there's our 2 parts water. It's almost like a watered down blue. Okay, we've got our brush, we've got our mixture. Let's start painting this on. You're probably wondering why I'm coming up the wall a little bit. Well, that's because that leveling compound is going to sit up against this wall a little bit. So I want there to make sure there's a good adhesion. It says you can roll this on, you can spray it on, you can brush it on. I decided to brush it on. All right, as you can see, we've got the first coat down, probably 3.5 by 3.5 foot section here. So I'm going to let this dry, and over the course of the I'll let this dry today, and then tomorrow I will put on a second coat, and then probably in the beginning of next week I will get the aggregate mixed in with a self-leveling compound, and we'll put it in that area down there, and then we'll pull the aggregate out, and we'll have a little bit thinner layout up here to try to level this out for the toolbox. All right, well, we've got this salvaged for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll put on a second coat and we'll go from there. If you've liked what you've seen today, give us a thumbs up. If you've got any comments, if you've ever done this, appreciate your comments below. Any helpful hints that you may have. You can subscribe to our crazy channel. I'll put a link right here, as well as you can see the latest video in our adventures here on the homestead right here. Appreciate you watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.